What's up, guys? Live here at Pro Play Games with Angel Carrion, fresh off his top 8 at ARG Orlando. What were you playing today?
I was playing Nurse Burn FTK.
Nurse Burn FTK. You're joking, right?
No.
No? All right, let's check it out, man.
Alright, so I played 3 Darklord X-Shells. Basically, the only thing I use it for this is you discard this and another Darklord card, including Nurse or the new Rhoda for Darklords, and you draw 2 cards. You can only do it once per turn, but I obviously have other ways and other uses for it. So I played 3 of those. Then I played 3 Nurse Burn Refuel, which has now been errated to Darklord Nurse Refuel.
That is very important.
Which officially makes it a target for a Rhoda. So not having your Nurse is no longer a problem. So yeah, there goes that. Then we played 3 Card of the Mice to obviously draw cards. And then we played 3 alerts. The reason I maxed out on alerts because obviously you can only use one of these effects per turn, and you want to have more use out of multiple nurses. So you get your nurse, you get your effect, and you use the rest of them for alert fodder.
Sounds pretty good.
Yep. I played 3 Into the Void. It's obviously just a replacing card. You play it, you draw 1 card. Then you played Big Sexy Big Daddy MVP of the entire weekend, Pot of Desires. I remember at one point I resolved this card twice in one game, which was just retarded, and it was good. Hand Fixers, 3 Magical Mallets. Still at 1, still rocking the Hoban. Not mad, I love it.
So good with Nurse.
So good. 3 Dualities. Iffy about this card, but I loved it. It literally got me out of a lot of tough spots, and I was never upset when I banished multiples off Desire. The second MVP of the weekend, the Way to Search for Nurse, which was unbelievable. As my friend Nikolai can vouch to it, I literally opened a hand with gift card, try and guess, battery reaction to Samuchi, and this. I searched for Nurse, I summoned Nurse, I set my hand, I passed, my opponent lost. Unfortunately, that was a teammate by the name of Gabriel Molina. I love you.
Shout out to Gabe.
Shout out to Gabe. But yeah, and then I played this card. It's Chain Strike. A lot of people gave me hell about this card. They're like, it sucks, it doesn't do anything. But as a mother teammate of mine, literally witnessed it in purpose, I played against Mermils. I did not draw enough burn damage and trap cards to kill them. So they literally went Teus Dragoons. I went Chain Trap card, Chain Trap card, Chain Trap card, or Chain Trap card, Chain Trap card, Chain Strike. Chain Strike is Chain Link 5, so it's 2,000 damage, enough to kill them per game, which was literally insane. So I like that card a lot, and I cited it out almost every game too because it's bad against a lot of decks. 2 battery reactions to Samuchis in case you don't have your nurses or you want to have a secondary backup, since a lot of people are playing Book of Eclipse, and this is literally your best secondary source. Yeah, it's Nurse on a stick basically. So you would need it. And you play Double Path of Destiny.
What does this card do?
This card basically you have both players flip a coin. If you get heads, you gain 2,000 life points. If you get tails, you lose 2,000 life points. For my opponent,
you lose 2,000.
yeah. For my opponent, it's irrelevant, but it's also a really cool thing that Josh taught me in top 8 as I was playing. If you play this card as first on the chain link, basically, and you are at below 2,000 life points, in a sense that you would lose if you flipped a tails, being that you're flipping this on your opponent's turn, your opponent is required to do the action prior to you. So basically, your opponent flips the coin and they lose the game before you have a chance to lose the game. So Josh told me this, most respected judge in Yu-Gi-Oh, so I trust his ruling over everybody's. So literally this card won me game 2 in top 8 as I was about to lose.
That's crazy.
So yeah, then we played Try and Guess. Try and Guess was also a really good card this weekend.
What does this card do?
This card says you, as long as both players have an extra deck, you call either XYZ or XYZs. You call XYZs Fusion or Synchro, and whoever has more of that type in their extra deck gains 3,000 life points. My extra deck is literally 15 Fusions. So if I ever feel the need that I need to gain life points because I'm gonna lose because I didn't draw the combo, I call Fusions, I gain 2,000 life points, and I give myself an extra turn. If I want to win, I call XYZs or Synchros, and my opponent obviously loses 3,000 life points. Yep, that's exactly it.
The card's pretty good.
And then you play 3 gift cards, which again, do the exact same thing, and you lose.
MVP.
That is the main deck. The main deck, that's 40 card main deck. The main deck did not let me down at all during Swiss, so I went 7-1 during Swiss, and I stand by this. The only reason I lost in Swiss, I played a really cool guy who was playing Yangzing Metafolds, yeah. and I got super greedy going for the combo. He bricked, I didn't know that obviously, so I blind alert and I discarded my Pot of Desires like a complete fool, and I lost that match because of that play. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident I would have gone undefeated the whole day.
Was that Bobby? I guess Bobby.
Yeah, I think it was Bobby.
Kenny?
Yeah. He's a
Okay.
really cool guy.
Cool guy. Another guy
Respect.
representing Pro Play Games.
So, moving on, this is a sideboard. I played 2 of the Dark Kaijus.
It's an alert target, yeah.
Basically an alert target. I wish there was a lower one with attack, but it was there. I played 3 Swift Scarecrow. I'll say this in my last profile when I play Magical Explosion. I always expect on top of it when I play these decks. So with this, it literally just gives my opponent another thing on the back of their mind when they see my deck list in top 16. So it's just another thing on the back of their mind. I sided the 3rd bag reaction to Sumuchi if I ever felt I was playing against a really, really scary deck, maybe something like DDDs that have lots and lots of destruction, lots of stupidity going on. I didn't find myself siding in it once this entire weekend. I played 3 Secret Barrels. Didn't side it in once. But I think it's a really, really good
I guess
card.
it would be good against Metaphos since they have the pendulum scales. And
They do a lot of that stuff, yeah. I played 3 Twin Twisters. I maxed out on Twin Twisters even though the entire weekend I never find myself siding in more than 2. At some points I was even only siding in 1, but it was still an amazing card, and it literally won me a lot of games. A lot of games. Dark Hole. I should have maxed out on Dark Hole over the Kaijus, because the problem with Kaijus is I can't if I play cards like Duality or Card of Demise, I can't special summon after the fact. And this was literally only there to get rid of problematic monsters that Dark Hole would have the same effect. I was never concerned about things like Carrion because it was irrelevant to me. Bouncing my nurse is irrelevant if I have a bad reaction. So what I would do in the future is I would definitely max out on Dark Hole and put the Kaijus at 1. And I would definitely do a lot of tuning to the sideboard. I was happy with the sideboard, but if I had more time with it, I definitely think it could have been better.
You said you wanted to play cherries too, right?
I definitely wanted to play cherries, and I would have switched up the extra deck a lot. And the last card, which was again another super MVP, is Big Daddy Maxi. I only had 2 people the entire day take the Maxi challenge, knowing full well what I was playing.
That's not good.
That's not good. Obviously they lost because they gave an FTK deck a hand of 9 to 10 cards. So you said have a nice day. No matter how many negates they had or they thought they had, I had 11 cards in my hand. You were not winning. I'm sorry. Unless I literally drew like 11 spells and none of them were draws, and that's just physically impossible. So that was the sideboard. I don't even think it was a full 15 because I didn't have much time to prepare the sideboard. The only thing I was really concerned about siding were these cards here because they out problematic monsters like Toad, Infinity. They're just big beaters, monsters that I have to sacrifice a card to them in order to be able to play my deck. But yeah, the side deck would definitely get a lot of tweaking. But overall, I was very, very happy with it. It didn't let me down
Now
pretty
the
much
best
at all.
part, the extra deck.
Yeah, the absolute best extra deck. I played 3 ABC, Buster Dragons because I hate this deck, and I just, I really wanted to play cherries and call this and make sure, it's nothing but a normal summon deck. And then I played like literally the best card in my entire extra deck, Fiend Skull Dragon.
Pretty good effect, actually.
Oh, I'm unreal. I summoned it like twice, I think.
Especially with Metamorphosis.
Oh my god, like what do you do, right? Then I played 3 Ryu Senshi, like again, surreal. Like if you played Goats, you understand how broken this is. And then I played, 3 of cards that I don't even know. Dark Balter. Yeah. So again,
Just in case, change of heart.
Exactly.
Snatch Steal. Those things are real.
so all trolls aside, the extra deck would actually be changed a lot. It would be 1 Toad, one.
Dante, the Shining Dragon.
No, not
Spirit
Dante. It would be the Toad. It would be this, and it would be an Infinity. Those are the 3 most problematic monsters that I have a serious problem dealing with when I go second. Another funny story about going second, a lot of people are like, if you lose the dice roll, you lose the match. All my opponents this weekend can testify to this. I won 3 dice rolls all day, and all but 1 of them lost. So me going second with this deck is not an issue. The deck plays very well going second. Metaphors in particularly, what can they do? Yes, they can set a bunch of traps. Yes, they can set fusion. Yes, they can set combination and all this other shenanigans. But at the end, the best play they can really do that affects my deck is they can fusion on my turn, attempt to take my nurse, or Carrion and bounce my nurse. So at the end of the day, I really don't have an issue with any of those cards. Assuming, of course, I don't break or I draw atrociously, which I don't think that deck has a hard time, you know, drawing well. Another thing, when I played against, I want to say Mermos. Mermos is by far my hardest matchup because if they played cards like Mula and Glacia, I start with a -2, and that's a huge, huge problem for me. And also they can make Toads, and almost everybody this entire weekend was running the Toad build. So that's another thing I have a problem with. ABCs, not so much, because yeah, they make Mustard Dragon. Pretty slow. You banish one card on my side of the field. Most of the time they're forced to go for the nurse. And I never shotgunned any of my cards. So I was never like, gift card, gift card, gift card. I literally activated one gift card at a time and always made sure I had multiple ways to win the game. So basically, if I flip up one gift card and they chain their Buster to try to banish my nurse Refuel, I would chain another gift card, a try and guess, and a try and guess to try to win the game. I never shotgun anything, because you lose to cards like Book of Eclipse or Twin Twister. So you always had to do everything one at a time, hoping for the worst case scenario, and you know, hoping you didn't see it. Overall, the deck performed unreal. I would definitely make a lot of changes to the sideboard. The main board, I would pretty much leave intact. I wouldn't change anything about the main board whatsoever. I think the deck was amazing. Greg, just amazing. Shout out to everybody who played this weekend. Thanks to everybody for being so cool, losing to Nurse Brian, taking it like a champ. Shout out to my boy Xavier for top 4ing and stealing one from me. Shout out to Boris like a savage for winning the whole event. Local player, great player. Overall, deck performed great, and you know, thanks to Appropriately Games for the deck profile. And,
All right, man. I hope to see you next time with another bird deck.
for sure.